Hello, welcome to the Star Card Tarot. I'm just going to adjust my volume, make sure it's all good. I think that's great. Yeah, welcome to the Star Card Tarot. This is Karen. How are you doing? I'm felt inspired to send out some messages. So I got, and now we are here. And now we are here. Love it. Also, that song, I'm not sure what it's called. It's an old, I don't know, probably 70s, 80s disco song. Cause it's all right and it's coming on. We gotta get it right back from where we started from. That verse from that song came up. The word resurgence, renewal, but resurgence is coming up. So I was looking at my dictionary to go over the word resurgence, and I found resurgent. I didn't find resurgence, but it says resurgent, rising or tending to rise again, which is super freaking fracking cool because last week I kept getting ashes to ashes, probably kind of like in reference, like say to when the phoenix rises out of the ashes, but like David Bowie song came up strongly last week. So there's this feeling of rising again. But to me, that indicates, we had to get to a low point to come up. A lot of times we have to spiral down to really want or desire to renew, right? Come up for air, whatever, all that stuff. So that was that. Super cute, super cool. And I'm just going to have a look through my crystal. I'm just going to hold it up to the light here and see if there's anything I notice. I wonder if I can bring this light down. This might work better. Yeah, I'm getting like like similar to like say a block of ice or an ice cube. The edges are really fragile right now. Your edges are really fragile. And that's okay because sometimes that's say if there's somebody who's doing sculpting, right? They got to chip away the things, right? And sometimes it's got to melt off or chip away. That's so cool. Also, there's this kind of like overarching energy of like wanting to protect the chaos. Which is kind of interesting, right? Like a protection of or covering up. Yeah, so from those two things, I'm kind of getting that, like, if you know you're feeling vulnerable, you know your weak spots, but those are on the fray, those are on the edges, and that's okay. It's kind of like my nails right now. Look, I don't know if you can see this. My manicure, or sorry, my gel nails, they're grown off, right? And it's really weak. It's not beautiful, and it's very vulnerable, right? That's okay. It just indicates to me it's time to go redo it and refresh it, right? So, if you're feeling in a spot where you're trying to cover it up and keep it all together, it's okay if you just don't worry about it. It's okay for people to see your weakness. It's okay for people to see the reality of sometimes life is hard, right? So I got that coming. I'm going to work on my little mini deck. I haven't used these ones for a bit. Although I feel called to grab a new deck. Oh, look, already one coming out. I'll just keep going with this, right? We'll just see what happens. It's got the Emperor, little 50-50. Not necessarily, not feeling fully confident about something. Actually, that looks like, no, it's a Justice. Ooh, Justice in 50-50. What the hell? Well, here comes that Emperor. Following that up. Because you don't feel confident, you're not fully being fair to yourself. There's a feeling of Three of Pentacles reversed. There's an old feeling of something not coming through for you as far as a deal, or it could be business transaction, could be a personal transaction. Something just something wasn't on board, and it's got you not feeling confident, not feeling your full Emperor self, which you're having a hard time making judgments because you're not feeling that you're full confidence. Yeah, it's okay. Like, we've been through some major shifts, major tricky energies. A lot of things got rattled and shooken up and switched around, and some people are still going through it, right? So it's, to be expected. So that's okay, right? There's some Wands in reverse, Lovers in reverse. So it's the 7 to the 6 to the Lovers being in reversed. You're not going to defend something because you don't feel solid about it. And because you're not having that inspiration about it, it's like you're not listening to divine wisdom, divine timing, and it's not letting that come through. Everything's coming up reverse. Look, I'll just go like this, just on camera here. Look, I'll go like this. There we go. Just to make sure for you that you know that they're not all just in reversed. Strength in reversed. Not feeling your full power, not feeling balance, like timid and a little bit afraid of yourself. There's self-doubt. But Page in reversed. You don't want to talk about it. It's okay. It's good. There's times and places to be private and public, right? We're coming up on a Scorpio moon right there. Maybe you got a lot of private things to work out and the last few little things to look at. Everything's reversed. There's a theme happening here. Eight of Wands in reversed. It's like a stall in communication, lack of communication, not necessarily wanting to branch out. 10 of Wands in reverse. Not fulfilling that cycle of your inspiration, or not having the energy to do it. Or you could be not talking about something because you don't want people knowing your business. You know, a lot of people work in silence or move in silence, that they don't want others to know, or any other energies to interrupt that. But I'm kind of getting more of a sense there's like something heavy to bear, and you just don't want to talk about it, or you don't want it to be known. It's something, a lot of privacy right now. Okay, so the whole message is coming out reversed. 4 of Cups in reversed. Like, not just apathy, but like, fuck it attitude. Magician. Here comes that Justice card in reverse. So this is the base. This is the underlying reason is there's some kind of, you're not feeling things are balanced. You're not feeling like things are being very fair for you. You're not acting, this would be upright. It was sideways. You're not acting in your true power because of all this. Okay, there we go. That's the reason why this Justice keeps coming up in reversed. It's because we've got the 6 of Swords. You're ready for a change. You don't like the way the things are. Don't know where you want to go to, don't care where you go to, but you want things to be feeling better, right? Sometimes we don't know what we want, but we know what's happening, or, is what we don't want, right? So sometimes when we can identify what we don't want, even if we don't know what we want, at least we're moving away from that. And that's what the case seems to be. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. A Lover's card upright. There's some divine intervention on every level, with every element. Fire, earth, air, water. 3D spiritual. There's some really good guidance for you, your higher self, bringing something into union or communion, something, your higher self working on your behalf to make something happen. 10 of Cups, Judgment card. So that you would be ultimately fulfilled. So that you would be able to work past your inconsistencies, any flaws, get yourself right. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, we're all perfect, we're all beautiful, we're all wonderful. You know, I don't like when I hear people talk about, oh, we're perfectly imperfect, whatever. Yeah, we're all perfect, right? This same character is showing up right here. This little angelic character here and here. So there's I don't feel like it's like, oh, a test or anything like that, but I feel like there's a resonance, you know, the divine energy, you working on your behalf, sending out a clear message to you to rise up. Hey, we got that resurgence. Because you can have it all. I can have it all. Irene Cara, whatever song, Flashdance soundtrack. I can have it all. You know, come as you are and show up. Even if you look like dead in a zombie corpse, look, there's hope for everyone. New life. Our bodies and minds are amazing. Amazing. You know, we can have everything we would ever want. Listening to yourself, your higher self, whatever that means to you. Oh, here's this one. 6 of Wands, we're up right now. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, if you did it once before, you can do it again. Resurgence. Renewal, revival. Might be applying the strategies in the same way or a different way. But there is reason to celebrate and to feel good and parade yourself. Like, time to get bougie with it. No, getting bougie with it. Yeah, buddy. And support from others. 6 comes up. That was that 6 of Swords, reflecting that 6. You know, wanting some balance, wanting some harmony, wanting some equilibrium. You'll get victory. You'll hit your mark. Queen of Pentacles. It's going to take a little bit of tending to keep it going. The Sun, you'll have everything. Happy all day long, all day, every day. High Priestess in reversed. Coming with these last cards here. Ace of Wands. I forgot what this was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 of Wands. King of Cups in reversed. Death card. Chariot in reversed. They're quite balanced on each side. And I kind of am feeling like it's this thing of like it's time to be finished telling those old stories, to be, you know, as we speak our words, we're creating our world, right? Everything that's happening in this present is a result of the things that we have talked about, thought about, wished about, whatever, nagged about, whatever. It's our now is because of our past, right? And it's this, I feel like there's this thing of like learning how to not victimize yourself, learning how to not talk about it, because then that would put you in this feeling of this King of Wands or King of Cups in reverse. King of Cups is usually like, you know, fully in control of his emotions, but like if you keep doing the action of literally talking about, repeating, telling that story over and over and over again, even in those small ways, it's usually the small things we'll catch ourselves saying, you know, just learning how to reframe it, you know, and then you can have the change. Chariot card in reverse. Yeah, you won't have change if you don't. It's insanity to think if you do the same thing over and over and over again, you would get the different results, right? And that's where your victory is. Not repeating. It's this resurgence. It's now that you're coming up for air, or now that you've got a new start, or you're seeing something in a different perspective, that you can be able to tell a different story, tweak it out, those small changes. Sometimes it's just that smallest little like shift, you know, how you use your words. I can have it all. Do, do, do. Oh, here comes this one again. Feeling defensive. What are you guarding? Guarding your own good ideas, guarding your mind. You know, when you're hearing yourself try to sabotage yourself just by your words. Yeah, you know, weaving a new way, talking in a different way. Oh, can't get rid of it. Okay. Okay, he's gonna do me like that. On guard. Okay. Here comes the Judgment card again. You're afraid of being judged. Don't fear it. Who cares about who's judging you? You're your own judge and jury, right? And when we saw this come up the last moment, this was a good thing. You know, like, show up however you are, whatever state you're at. You could be in your most sorry state. You can be more in your most eloquent or highest moment of your life, the peak of your life. Doesn't matter, right? So don't worry about it. And definitely don't give heed to others' judgment of you, because that's silly. That would be like, as I see it, you know, you would be worried about something imaginary, because other people's opinions, thoughts, and beliefs, we know opinions, thoughts, beliefs, all those kind of things aren't even tangible. So why would you be afraid of something that's not even like materialized, or like it's not even real, it's not even realistic? Five of Wands, conflict, or back to the drawing board. Yes. Back to the drawing board, learning how to speak what you would like, core values and core beliefs. A lot of people achieve this reprogramming through hypnosis. Sunny Rosati of the Sunny Side has amazing hypnotherapy videos you can access through YouTube. He's a master hypnotherapist, all that stuff. if there's this inner conflict. And to me, I'm seeing like this is you and all the different facets of you, how you see yourself, fighting yourself. There's no need for that. That's wasted energy. But that's how we learn, right? Yeah, check out Sunny's videos on the Sunny Side on YouTube. It's a great place to start if you do want to. And also Dr. Joe Dispenza. I would suggest that. You know, like I know there's a lot of videos about guided meditations and different things like that. But those are really great ones, effective, right? And I'm sure a person can branch out from there to whatever suits your fancy, right? Tower card. That reminds me of going back to this thing. Trying to hold it all together. Trying to hold it all together. And it's not like an implosion by any means, and it's not like an explosion by any means, but you know, like if you're trying to make something for so long, and if it's not the natural way it could go, you know, by ignoring it or putting it to the side, Uranus is going to come for you. It'll come make some changes for you. Sometimes we don't see where the things are. Sometimes we don't see where we could make the changes if we haven't noticed those patterns. And I look at the Tower card, yeah, that's okay, you know, chaos happens sometimes. Out of chaos comes order. King of Wands. It's an inspiration. There we go. Idea maker. Here comes this one again. Four of Cups came up right. Well, those are kind of conflicting, but they kind of are bookending each other at the moment. I am also kind of feeling like there's this lack mentality, poverty mentality of, you know, you could look like this or you could look like this. Of like, oh, I don't care, you know, whatever, but this person, you know, looks like a commoner. Or there's this character here that knows what they want and have direction to move toward it. Is finding that middle ground. Telling a new story. I almost am feeling that there's this feeling of denying good things coming to you, where things could be, you could be receiving the things. This little bit of a chip on your shoulder feeling. So it's this balance of an inner struggle of, maybe it's this money myth. Like, oh, I don't need anything. Oh, I can make it. Oh, I can do without. I've done without it before. And this person's off in solitude. They're not by, they're off on their own. And they're pissy. They're not happy. They could be having everything, right? And I feel like, yeah, it's that attitude of working with what you've got, seeing things as an opportunity. Because we did have that Lover's card come up. That's always divine intervention. So I feel like keep your eyes. Oh, shut up. Keep your eyes open. And the different perspective. Doesn't matter how you appear, come as you are, show up. Things can change. Things can be anything you want. It's all about you, your own creator. Death card, transforming. Completely changing the situation around. Right on. Yeah, so I feel like don't worry about the edges, don't worry about the fray, don't worry if things are being knocked off. There's maybe like as if say this, was an ice sculpture. Well, you got to chip away something, to make it beautiful anyways, right? Like there's a chance, that this, even if it broke, it's still beautiful, right? Same with my with my nails, right? Same idea. Like it's that thing of that's okay. Look at things as an opportunity to start fresh. And I hope you enjoyed.